Also tonight, Joe Biden is weakness embodied on every single level. He's now mired in scandals and serious allegations of corruption. His policies now have resulted in nothing but widespread chaos here at home and abroad, suffering and violence all around the world, and he seems not to know what to do about any of it. And worst of all, Joe does not seem to understand that literally everything that is going on domestically and on the world stage, frankly, maybe it's his cognitive decline, maybe it's his cognitive dissonance, but Joe Biden just is not in touch with reality. Today, he was seemingly unaware of his historically bad poll numbers when questioned by our very own Peter Doocy. Take a look.
Why do you think it is that you're trailing Trump in all these swing state polls?
Because you don't read the polls. I'll give you 10 polls. 8 of them I'm beating them in those states. 8 of them. You guys only do 2. CNN and New York Times. Check it out. Check it out. We'll get you a copy of all those polls.
You don't believe you're trailing in battleground states?
No, I don't.
Now, the New York Times has Biden losing in all but one battleground state. And by the way, it wasn't a Sean Hannity poll, a Fox News poll, the New York Times poll. And meanwhile, his approval rating is nearing all-time lows in nearly every major poll, getting as low as 36 in Reuters. And it's really not a mystery as to why. Americans are far less safe under Joe Biden's pathetically weak leadership. Just in the past 24 hours alone, our U.S. soldiers that are stationed in the Middle East have been attacked 4 more times by Iranian proxies. Now, that brings the total number of attacks to a whopping 46 in just the past couple of weeks. So, how has Joe Biden responded? Sadly, he hasn't done much of anything outside of 2 very small strikes on what were remote, empty warehouses in Syria. That's not a response. Joe seems to think that he's taking on the Iranian Revolutionary Guard head on. No, he's not. Take a look.
Why did you strike Iran's Revolutionary Guard?
Because they struck us.
And President Biden,
You plan to hit them again?
They struck us.
He didn't hit the Iranian Revolutionary Guard. He hit empty warehouses. So, needless to say, Iran and their proxies are undeterred. Now, the attacks have only increased in recent days. No signs of slowing down. So, naturally, instead of fighting back, Joe is ready to capitulate. In fact, he is now pressuring Israel to call for a ceasefire. You know, why the ceasefire? They are defending their very country. It was the worst attack in Israel's history. 1 month after that, he's saying, oh, we need a pause in the fighting. No, we don't. What Israel needs is our support for their complete and total victory over radical extremists and terrorists. Joe seems a little too uncomfortable politically with Israel's fight for their survival against a terrorist regime that is openly vowing to murder Israelis again and again and again until they are all dead. Take a look.
Did you ask for a 3-day pause to Netanyahu?
You know, I've been asking for a pause for a lot more than 3 days. Yes.
Did you ask him to pause for 3 days to get the hostages out for that
Yes.
length of time?
I've asked for even a longer pause for some of them.
So we have to ask, does your president, your commander-in-chief, Joe Biden, have any convictions at all? Or is he beholden to the radicals in his party, like Congresswoman Tlaib and some others? Now, our ally, the world's only Jewish state, is in a fight for its very existence at this moment. But the moment Joe gets the slightest political pressure from inside his own party and the radicals in his party, he folds like a house of cards. His fragility is disgusting to witness, and luckily Israel does understand the mission, and that is, here's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who's on earlier with Brett Baer. Take a look.
How firm has the push been by President Biden and his administration for these humanitarian pauses, and what have you agreed to?
Well, one thing we haven't agreed to is a ceasefire. A ceasefire with Hamas means surrender to Hamas, surrender to terror, and the victory of Iran's axis of terror. So there won't be a ceasefire without the release of the Israeli hostages.
Now would be a good time for Joe to stand in solidarity with our ally, Israel, as they stood with us after 2,977 Americans were killed on 9/11. Israel never wavered in their support of our actions after that day. Now, it would also be a good time to stand against anti-Semitism and anti-Americanism here at home. And by the way, not just from the shadows of a cowardly press release. The explosion of anti-Jewish hatred and extremism across the country has been downright shocking. I never thought I'd see it in our lifetime. We have seen it on the streets of major cities. We have seen it at America's, quote, most prestigious universities. We have heard it in the halls of Congress and the oh-so-virtuous media mob. In fact, both fake news CNN and the Associated Press, they actually hired local freelance journalists to cover the war in Gaza, despite their enthusiastic participation in the brutal October 7th massacre in southern Israel. They were reportedly embedded with, quote, the terror group Hamas. Now, both the AP and CNN, they have since cut ties with these so-called photographic journalists or reporters, but only after conservative outlets discovered their ties to terrorism. And meanwhile, more major anti-Israeli protests this week, including in New York City, and some have demanded that Israel be wiped off the map. As they say, the saying is from the river to the sea, meaning wipe Israel off the map. Others are calling for a global intifada, while we have seen signs that read, quote, keep the world clean, featuring a picture, Star of David in a trash can. A few protesters holding signs glorifying the October 7th attack. We have seen Hamas flags amid a sea of Palestinian flags and 0 American flags. No one in these protests seems to blame Hamas for anything. Instead, all the hatred, all the blame is focused in one direction. Take a look.
5, 6, 7, 8.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Israel is a terrorist state.
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 Oh, free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.